Hi, this is Barry Rosenfeld from theartographer.net with a video tutorial on how, by using cloud brushes and creating depth and distance among the clouds, you can make a very realistic addition to an image that has no clouds of its own. I'll be using cloud brushes from A.D. Wheeler's Cloud Pack throughout this tutorial. I'm going to start by copying my background layer and keeping it as a safety precaution. Next, I'm going to add 3 additional layers. The first one I'm going to call near. The second one I'm going to call mid. And the third one I'm going to call far. I'll then select all 3 of those layers and using Command or Control G, place them into a group which I'm going to call clouds. The next step is to go back and select the background layer, and I want to select the cloud now, and you can use any of your preferred methods to make this selection. I'm going to select the magic wand tool and make sure that I do not check off contiguous, and then I'll simply click on the sky area to make that selection, and you can see with 2 clicks I did a pretty good selection here, especially for this purpose. So I'm going to keep that selection and go back up to my cloud group layer and add a mask to the group, which will then be just the area of sky that I want to add the clouds to. So, first step in adding the clouds will be to open up the group, select the near layer, then select your cloud or your brush tool and select one of the cloud brushes you want to choose. Again, from A.D. Wheeler's Cloud Pack, I'm going to take 3580 as my choice of cloud, and you can see here I'm just going to maybe add some there and maybe a piece, just a small piece out here. That'll be clouds nearest to me. Then I select the mid layer, and I'm going to choose the same brush for each of these layers, but obviously you can choose to vary the actual cloud shapes in each layer. But for this purpose, I'm choosing for the mid-level the same cloud, and the first step for this layer will be to reduce the size of that, since in the distance this cloud would be significantly smaller. So if I put that there, I then am going to lower the opacity to about 85% or so, and then choose my free transform tool, right click inside the box and select perspective. Then by pulling out on the top control points and in on the bottom corners, I'm actually going to flatten the image to show that the clouds are somewhat farther away, and then select that as final. I'm going to actually lower the opacity down a little more to about 80%. Then I move to the far layer, and again I'm going to use the same cloud brush, but in this case reduce it even more, since these would be the farthest away from our point of view. Let's put one there maybe, and one there. The first thing will be to lower the opacity. Now I'm going down to about, maybe 65% or so. And then right click, that is, first take my transform tool, right click inside the box, select perspective, and again pulling out on the top control points and then in on the bottom creates the feeling of distance, and saying OK to that. And that's about it. So you can see the, the difference here between simply stamping multiple clouds onto the image in different points of view would not create as realistic an image as if you were to vary the shape, size, opacity, and perspective of those clouds to give a feeling of distance in the image. Thanks very much for watching. Again, this is Barry Rosenfeld from theartographer.net.